did a little trek, jumped on the metro, and Lisa and I, it was myself and Lisa Angelina, and we headed for Saint-Hubert, and we wandered the shops. Of course, I was wearing high heel boots, which were not terribly comfortable, so my feet were killing me, because the shops, you can walk for miles and miles and miles on Saint-Hubert is actually a street. In Montreal, and all these wonderful shops, but it goes on for miles. But it was a November day, and it must have been in the high 60s. It was like spring. It was beautiful.
Wow.
It was glorious. It was beautiful. And so here I am. I'm walking with Lisa in Saint-Hubert. We're wandering the streets and checking out the bistros and the little coffee shops, the cafes and stuff, and walking up the street, and just a lovely place. And there was this man. He was a black man, young black man, really cute. He was really cute. And he had come out of one of the shops or something. He was walking up the street towards us. And it struck me as funny because in this part of the country, people would cross the street because he was, I don't want to say he was crazy, but he was singing. And he had a lovely voice to it. He was singing. He was so cute, this young man. And he's walking up the street towards us, and he was singing at the top of his lungs, in this lovely French song. And it was just really cool. And people around here would go, "Oh my God, he's crazy!" But it just, how people are in this part of the country.
Yeah.
But up there, it was just it was the norm, and he was just so sweet, and it didn't seem crazy at all, given where we were. It just sort of seemed natural that here's this man walking up the street singing away, and for no apparent reason. And he was walking towards us, and he was very cute. Anyway, oh God. But anyway, so he was walking towards Lisa and I, and I, of course, as he passed to my right side, and of course I caught his eye because I had to. He was so cute, and Anyway, so he's singing away, and he passed, and he continued on, and I think I got about 3 steps, and I had to turn around. I knew I had to turn around. It's like, okay, I got to turn around. And so I turned around, and he turned around at the same time, and now he's just a short distance past me, and he throws his arms up the air. He says, "Bonjour, mademoiselle." And it was precious, and so of course I said, "Bonjour, monsieur." And we both turned and continued on, but it was one of those things. It was just, the way he did it, just, "Bonjour, mademoiselle." I was like, wow. It's silly. It's really silly, but it just felt so good. Mm-hmm. And he was so cute and so upbeat and wonderful, and just the way he did that, it just made me feel so good. It's one of those defining moments, You'll never forget that kind of thing, and I just melted, It was like, oh, wow. Anyway, my memories of Saint-Hubert. But it was beautiful, this beautiful day, and this wonderful man who was just so sweet and so happy. He was just so happy. It just really made me feel so good, and it was just wow. But anyway, and it's always nice to be referred to at my age as mademoiselle, It's like, you didn't say bonjour madame, you said bonjour mademoiselle. It's like, thank you. Anyway, So anyway, that was my little story from Saint-Hubert, which was just wonderful. And so there you have it. I have certainly other stories from Montreal, but Montreal is a beautiful place, and I love Montreal, and they have such a wonderful mass transit system. The metro is just wonderful. You can get anywhere you want to go very quickly and inexpensively, and people are friendly, and they're all pretty much bilingual up there. Not all, not everyone, but the vast majority are bilingual.
Well, the country's bilingual.
And so even if you don't speak French really well, you can get by, and it's a nice place. It's very, very cosmopolitan, and nice. So you're on your way up there tomorrow.
And they have a great healthcare system.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
So you're on your way up to check out Dr. Bassard and see if that's where you want to go for your surgery.
Yep.
Which will hopefully be happening.
Probably in the next year.
Yeah. Very cool. So anyway, that'll be a nice thing. But if you can manage to plan it so that your surgery is at a warm time of the year, that would be good too.
Couldn't be bedridden for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
In a nice, warm recovery house.
You're really not bedridden for very long, though. You're only bedridden for about a day and a half.
I kind of like people waiting on me.
Yeah.
Don't burst her bubble.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It certainly. I was in the hospital for a day and a half, basically, and back to La Maison de Convalescence. And God, within about 3 days after surgery, I was walking down to the Café de la Presse, which was about 7 blocks down.
Well, I've heard even if you don't leave, the soups and the sausages are incredible.
The food is very, very good. Yes. The food is wonderful. They feed you so well. It's one of the things that I've been in hospitals and certainly in this country. I spent some time in Boston Med and lost a bunch of weight because the food was horrible.
Oh, so that's a downside to Montreal then.
That's funny because when I went to Montreal, it's true. When I went to Montreal, I was figuring, okay, I'm going to be spending some time here. I'm probably going to lose a few pounds. Oh no, no, they really do feed you very well. They have their own chef.
So clinics in the United States.
Yeah, I put a few pounds on while I was there because the food was very, very good.
A few's okay. A few won't be noticeable.
Yeah, they made some really nice stuff. They made a lot on it. They made really good food. They made they made this sort of a seafood chowder that was really wonderful. I know you don't like seafood, but they made a lot. Yeah, the food was good. It's very good, and it's a lovely place. And they're right on the waterway there, so they have the park and the walking paths, so that after your surgery you can go walking down the river.
It seems like there's a lot of riverside parks.
Yes, well, being where they are, located in the St. Lawrence waterway, it's not surprising, I suppose, but they are right on the water, so it's very cool. Anyway, good luck with that, and have a wonderful time in Montreal, and that's probably for just a few days to Montreal.
Just a few days, yeah.
But that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and stop by the truck. There's a bakery, which is actually just about, it's probably about 12 blocks up from the hospital. 12 blocks up. It's down towards the Canadair assembly facility. They built the Canadairs up there, Canadair Learjet, Canadair Bombardier business jets up there.
Airplane company.
But which is in Montreal. But there's this, I can't think of the name of it, but there is a bakery there that, wow, you have to go in there. It's just incredible. It's like, talk about death by chocolate. They have nice bakeries and things like that. Anyway, okay, I'm going to stop now. But I wanted to tell that little story because it was so wonderful.
Yeah.
So you'll have to check it out when you get up there. Anyway, I'm sorry, I will stop monopolizing the conversation.
You only took eight minutes.
Is that all?
You said 5, so.
Okay. Anyway. So.
I know we've got, as far as events go, I know we've got True Colors coming up in, I think, February. I think it's in February, but I don't remember the date. And then I saw today the Transgender Lives Conference, the intersection of health and law. That's also held at the UConn Health Center in Farmington, though. True Colors is held at the Storrs campus. The Health and Law Conference, Trans Health and Law Conference, is April 17th. So those are 2 big things that are coming up. And a lot of our viewers probably don't know who she is, but for anyone that does know, the keynote speaker at this year's Trans Health and Law Conference is